Hello, and welcome to the fifth module in this series. In this module, we will see one of the solution accelerators on private cloud AI in action. Our agenda for today is to see what is retrieval augmented generation and also how private cloud AI allows you to quickly deploy RAG-based virtual agent. By the end of this module, you'll be able to understand the concept of retrieval augmented generation and how it benefits enterprises. You'll also learn how PCAI serves as a solution accelerator for multiple use cases. The one which we study here in detail is virtual agent. Let's start with an introduction to retrieval augmented generation. Retrieval augmented generation, or RAG, enhances the accuracy and reliability of generative AI models by fetching facts from external sources. It addresses a gap in how LLMs work. While LLMs are neural networks that respond to general prompts quickly, RAG combines an LLM with an information retrieval component. This allows RAG to access and interpret external information sources in real time, providing personalized answers to your queries. RAG can even cite sources in the original documents, like footnotes in a research paper, thus building trust and allowing users to verify the answers. With transparent data resources, enterprises can confidently use sensitive data, keeping it on premises like a standard database. Now, think of a normal LLM as a newly college student grad and RAG as a PhD student who specializes in a particular domain. This slide here gives you a snapshot of how RAG works. Let's see it in detail in the next one. So the most fundamental piece of retrieval component is a second neural net model called embedding model. What embedding model does is it converts the knowledge base it's been given to a numerical format. That format is known as an embedding vector, which is stored in a vector database. Now think of a vector as a set of coordinates, like longitude or latitude on a map. A list of numbers that points to the location of a piece of information. So when you use GPS on your phone to search for the nearest restaurant, an algorithm is calculating the difference between your coordinate and a list of coordinates in its database. The list of restaurant it returns have the highest closeness to your location vector. This is essentially how the vector database works in our RAG. Now let's look what are some benefits of retrieval augmented generation to enterprises. With RAG, users can essentially have conversations with their data, which opens up a whole new world of potential applications and use cases. RAG bots would make excellent technical assistants in fields ranging from finance and medicine to retail and telecommunication. Just about any industry can benefit from this technology by transforming internal business literature like technical or policy manuals, videos, or logs into interactive knowledge bases. Since none of this requires the expensive retraining of the original LLM model, RAG has been described as an excellent general purpose fine-tuning recipe to greatly enhance the accuracy of an LLM. In this slide, you can look at the examples of how RAG is used to improve productivity and also improve customer experiences across many industries. You would see a lot of use cases of RAG being used as co-pilot and also that of a customer service. Now, in this section, we will walk you through the simplicity of accessing, deploying, and securing a RAG-based virtual assistant with private cloud AI. Firstly, from the HPE GreenLake console, users can launch immediately into the private cloud AI homepage as shown on this slide. The NVIDIA AI Enterprise Stack comes pre-deployed and pre-configured with HPE Private Cloud AI. The tools and frameworks gives users immediate access to the leading suite of enterprise frameworks to build their generative AI applications. Now, To access HP's AI application templates, navigate to the Solution Accelerators tab on the left. A solution accelerator is a template that automatically provisions the necessary services needed to deploy a generative AI application. Regardless of the industry, organizations can use the tools available on private cloud AI to create an endless number of solution accelerator templates and deploy generative AI applications quickly. For our example, we'll select the virtual assistant solution accelerator. Then we click on deploy. Once deployed, the virtual assistant application is now up and running. The virtual assistant solution accelerator deploys a large language model and a vector database within which we can securely store private data. For the first time, we are asking the virtual assistant to just access the public large language model and not the private data. So we'll click on the open app. Now in this case, let's prompt it with a question. Why is a private cloud preferred for many AI workloads? As you can see, the virtual assistant did not respond with helpful information. This is because the virtual assistant is using a standard large language model that has not been augmented by additional private information. The user will need to add data to the application to improve the output. With private cloud AI, it is simple to add a company's data to an existing model. Simply select Upload to the private knowledge base. Upload the file about private clouds to the database. After uploading, they'll get tokenized and indexed by the large language model. Now, ask the same question. The virtual assistant is much more qualified to answer it. Being able to augment the large language model with a company's own data enables the context and accuracy needed when an enterprise is using a virtual assistant. The enable button on the right side enables the additional knowledge base that gives the virtual assistant permission to retrieve and use the relevant data from the file uploaded. Closing the virtual assistant, let's go back to the deployed apps and click on the three dots. Now select Configure and Secure. From this page, users can configure the solution accelerator for their specific needs by selecting the LLM in the configuration pane and simply adjusting any of the parameters available within the model. Next, apply security measures by applying NVIDIA guardrails and save. With these guardrails applied to the same workload, let's ask a question that will contain personal or secure information within the answer. Let's ask it, what is the engineering department's highest paid employee? The virtual assistant with the NVIDIA guardrails will not share protected data. These integrated guardrails add a high level of security around a powerful tool. Closing the virtual assistant, users can review and work directly with the code used in the template via the Notebooks tab. By editing the notebook, users can augment or share this code with their peers, who can then import any code they want to run in their own notebooks to support application development. So here it is. This is how you utilize HP Private Cloud AI to simplify and secure the deployment of RAG-based virtual assistant. Thank you for taking these modules with me. Hopefully, this course provided you with a deeper understanding of the NVIDIA generative AI stack and the synergistic HP NVIDIA joint solution, Private Cloud AI.